Hello and good morning. Today I thought I would come on and do a small video on how to make ginger syrup. I was going to do an elderberry syrup with you today, but as I still have some left, I was really drawn to work with the ginger. And I wanted to show you how easy it is for you to make this lovely syrup, which is going to be a beautiful tonic. And the ginger syrup is really good if you have a cold, you feel that you've got cramps in your stomach, bloatedness, there's menstrual cramps going on, there's feelings of nausea, for whatever reason. This is really going to be good to settle everything and to relax the tightness. And as ginger is very warming, that's really good for the cold virus. It's going to just really sweat everything out. It's going to bring the circulation everywhere, so things are going to move more freely. And what you're wanting to do is get a good handful of fresh ginger root. I didn't have any ginger root left, but what I did have, what I made a few weeks ago, was fermented ginger. So it is fresh ginger, but it's been and I made a brine of salt water, and I fermented it for a couple of weeks, and it's been in the fridge. And the reason I wanted to ferment stuff, because I love fermentation, is because it's really good for the gut bacteria. So it's been in there, it's great. I've grated it, so a good handful, and I have a small pot, and I'm just going to transfer this in here. And it is going to be cooking for about 15 minutes. So I would recommend, when you're using a honey, just even the cheaper honey if you want, because I buy the raw honey because it has all the enzymes in it, the pollens, it has everything in it. But when I'm going to be cooking it, even on a low heat, for still 15 minutes, possibly a little bit longer, because I'm wanting the ginger really quite soft, it's going to kill a lot of those great enzymes. There will still be therapeutic benefits, so that's okay, but go ahead and just get a cheaper honey. And what you want to do is try and bring this on, is you're just wanting to cover the honey. I'm best just putting the phone down. I'll try and show you. I did make a video before, but it fell off, so I had to restart it, and it was a 20-minute video, so it's quite long, or 25 minutes actually, so I'll just make this one quicker. So I've already cooked this because it was in the last video, so that's going to be the demonstration, and it's going to be great. I can keep the video short, because sometimes it's hard to watch a long video when time is precious. So what I'm doing is I'm just lightly covering all this ginger. Feel free to use a bigger pan so it's more flatter, but here I am. Just wipe my hands because they're honey, and let's see if I can put the camera, if I'm any good at it anyway. Right, so that's it covered, and I'm gonna gently heat it. So I'm probably gonna put it on a 4 to begin with, and then I'll turn it down to a 3. And this one that I've done did take, I think, just slightly over 15 minutes, and it is ready. It's very tasty and sweet. Actually, I've got this little device that's going to make it easier. And you can, this is really good. Say if you feel that your body's fighting a cold, you're not feeling so great, or you're just cold, or you've got sore stomach, cramps, you can go ahead and put like a good tablespoon or 2 tablespoons into a cup, a mug, and fill it up with hot water and sip that. I wouldn't strain it, so I'm just putting the ginger in. You can actually, it's thick enough to put on a bit of toast, or you can just eat it by the spoonful. So I will keep that in the fridge and use it. Sorry, I need to go suck my finger here because it's honey everywhere. It's delicious. You can really taste the ginger, and that's going to really help, especially if a person is feeling nauseated for any reason. You know, many reasons to feel nauseated, but just sipping on that ginger tea with the sweetness is really going to be lovely. And those benefits, it's going to be very just healing to your body. I won't keep the video going for this one. I'll cook this a little bit longer. I have somebody I can give this to that they can try, that my mum, I think she'll appreciate this. And just an update on one of my videos when I talked about I was looking into possible herbal courses and not sure how deep I wanted to go. I did come across this course. It's a 2-year apprenticeship with the plant medicine school, and they have sister schools, so there's one in Scotland, and I start that next week. I've already signed up, paid. They are quite expensive, but the good thing is you pay year by year, and if a person did want to go beyond the 2-year apprenticeship, they can do a 3-year course plus 500 clinical hours to become a clinical herbalist. But what this qualification will give me, it's community herbalism, and it's doing things that I like. It's very practical based as well. So you're out foraging, you're medicine making, you're growing, you know, things from seeds, you're making the ointments, plasters, syrups, like you're making everything. So it really touched me that I was like, that's the one for me. That's going to be so suited to me. So I'm looking forward to starting that. It's going to be blended learning, so there'll be intense workshops. I think it works out in October there's a 3-day intense workshop, then again in May, and in between that time you get given a mentor, you have live Zoom sessions, there's recorded material. So I think it's really good, and especially if you're quite self-motivated anyway, I think the blended learning is really good, and especially if it's something you love, because if you're choosing to study something, of course you need to be self-motivated. You need to work on something every day, and you need to want to, not like, oh my God, I've got this to do. It's that you, especially with plants, that's what they do to me. They stimulate me, and I love it, so that energizes me, and especially when I can make things and recipes and share things on my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel is about empowering people to become their own healer. So you're able to look at your well-being, to live life. So your psychological well-being, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, and of course your spiritual well-being. So if we can get back to working with plants and medicines and having them in our day-to-day life some way or another, this is going to help protect us from a lot of the Western ailments and diseases, especially things like diabetes, high blood pressures, arthritis. You know, there's a lot of ailments, common ailments, that can be rectified by having it's like a wholesome lifestyle. So keep posted for that. So that's what I wanted to share. I did have other stuff, I talked about other stuff in my other video, but that's okay. I'll keep it short and sweet. If you have any questions, or if you have any like recipe recommendations, there's a lot of stuff for the spiritual as well. Another update with that fire cider vinegar. It turned out amazing. There's still some sort of fermenting away. I got a few bottles. I've been able to give some as gifts, but they are this one. Oh, that's my immune system tonic. But these are the bottles I use, and you get a nice jar. And with that cider vinegar, fire cider vinegar, I've been taking like a good tablespoon a day, and it just feels very warming to the stomach. And it's very, like, the vinegar is very alkalizing. Pardon me, sorry, I need to burp. So the vinegar is very alkalizing to the body. It's very good for stomach complaints as well. And it's just a wonderful tonic to incorporate into your life, and especially when we're coming into winter time. I want to prepare you for having some natural medicines, and if somebody in your family started to come down with something, you can whip a wee medicine up in no time at all. Or for yourself, it's good to have in hand, because if you don't feel well, the last thing in your mind is to cook something. So that's why it's good if you can share this with somebody in your life, to train them how to make things so they can look after you if you're not feeling so great. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I'd encourage you to try it out. It's so easy. Just get some ginger and honey, and there we go. It's very delicious. I did taste it earlier. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you again, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.